avoid a rivalry renewed. 9 Champions League matches took place this evening. Marseille ended up 2-1 winners over Newcastle United, who had taken the lead thanks to Harvey Barnes. And Manchester City going down by 2 Bayer Leverkusen goals to 0. 10 changes Pep made from that City side that lost to Newcastle at the weekend. 3 English sides are in action tomorrow. Liverpool host PSV, Arsenal taking on Bayern Munich, and PSG face Tottenham in the repeat of the Super Cup final. So, of course, matches still to come tomorrow, but the table at this stage shows Chelsea up to 4th there in those 8 spots, those top 8 spots that every team wants to be in. Newcastle just hanging on to their place inside that top 8. Barcelona down in 15th, and probably some movement, as I say, tomorrow when that tranche of matches takes place as well. Liverpool just outside of that top 8, as are Spurs. Okay, let's get some reaction then from the 18-year-old who did dominate proceedings this evening. Perhaps not the one we thought might take the headlines. Chelsea's Estêvão is with Alex Aljo.
Estêvão, parabéns, uma noite perfeita para o Chelsea, para você pessoalmente. Congratulations, a perfect night for Chelsea, and for you personally, como você descreveria as suas emoções nesse momento? Estêvão.
Não tem como descrever em uma palavra só. Estou muito feliz por essa noite perfeita, pela vitória, pelo gol. Agradeço muito a Deus por esse momento.
E que golaço! What a goal! Conta para nós sobre esse gol desde seu ponto de vista. Talk us through that goal and how you saw it.
Foi muito rápido. Recebi a bola, cortei pro meio ali, ela ficou meio embaraçando meu pé, mas tive o tempo de cortar para a direita e fazer um gol. Como eu falei, agradeço a Deus por esse momento, um momento muito especial na minha carreira. Agradeço ao Chelsea por tudo que vem fazendo por mim, e agora é seguir forte, que tem muito campeonato ainda.
It was all very quick for me. It just happened before I even knew it. I just found some space and wiggled my way through and then scored that goal. It was such a special moment for me in my career, and hope to score many more. Foi o melhor momento na sua carreira. Was it the best moment in your career?
Sim. Acho que desde que eu comecei no futebol profissional, acho que esse é o meu melhor momento. Fico muito feliz. De novo, agradeço muito a Deus, a minha família. É um momento muito especial. Espero que ele dure por muito tempo.
Yes, he says it was definitely the most special moment in my career. I hope I keep scoring more and more for many years, and I'm so happy my family were here as well, watching here. Os torcedores estavam cantando Stevo. The fans were singing Stevo throughout the game. Você se sente uma grande conexão com os torcedores? Do you feel a big connection with the fans here at Chelsea?
Sim, desde que eu cheguei aqui eles me trataram com muito carinho, até hoje, com essa música no final. Cara, eu amo isso, eu amo dar alegria aos torcedores em campo. Muito feliz por fazer o gol e dar alegria para eles. É um momento que eu posso retribuir dentro de campo esse carinho que eles me dão lá fora. Então eu espero que a gente venha fazer longos contatos juntos.
Yes, he said, from the moment I arrived here at Chelsea, I felt such a connection with the fans. He said he's just so happy that he could score for them, that he can make them happy, and he hopes he's going to score many more goals for them and keep making them happy. Estêvão, parabéns. Uma noite incrível. What an incredible night for you. Well done.
Obrigado.
And that huge smile says it all, doesn't it? I mean, we could stand here and give him platitudes and praise, I think, probably for the next 45 minutes, an hour. One of the most preferred stats of mine of the evening is that he is now second to Mbappe in terms of the youngest player to score in his first 3 Champions League games. He's taken to this stage with ease, it would appear tonight. Is this a coming-of-age match and performance?
I think so, yes, and certainly the anticipation and expectation was it's going to be Lamine Yamal's night and everybody's going to look at him, and you see Estêvão tonight just absolutely brilliant all around the pitch. He was tenacious, he was decisive in the moments he needed to be, calm the game down when he needed to calm it down. Very professional and experienced performance from him, and it's just the beginning. It's just the start of an amazing career we hope to see, and we hope that Chelsea have a superstar on their hands because he was absolutely amazing tonight.
Gianfranco, I think Chelsea fans, already were saying he reminds them of you and how you lit up games for Chelsea. What did you make of his performance tonight?
He was very good, very mature as well. He played like somebody much older than his age. No, what I like about him is that he is brave. When there is a possibility to try to do something difficult, he does it. And he does it without hesitation. That is a great quality, and he can only improve. Certainly today he scored a fantastic goal. He was important for the team, and he's looking. Every time I see him, I see something new in him, and this is a great attitude for a young player.
Ahead of the match, Enzo Maresca said to us that he's been choosing, picking, and kind of guiding him into his career here at Chelsea, and perhaps Europe has suited him a little bit more because it doesn't have the physicality of the Premier League. What is it going to take for him to become a regular on the starting 11 in the Premier League?
Just nights like tonight will give him a lot of confidence, but
Reflecting
also I think the manager has
and hunger to secure
used him
another
really well
vital
and
league
sparingly
victory.
in the Premier League and in Europe. It isn't as physical. And tonight, as the lad said, he was fantastic. His decisions to drive with the ball, decisions to run off the ball, to play inside one touch, but also defensively, his work rate was very good as well. So, he keeps doing what he's doing, then he'll give the man no option but to play him in every game.
The fans will demand it, Roberto.
I think you can tell the fans enjoy every time Estêvão'S had the ball. But I think I want to go back to how the game was prepared by Enzo Maresca. I think we've seen an Estêvão that had a big impact in the game. Pedro Neto had a big impact in the game. Even Garnacho's discipline to always keep that space where they were going to explode. What impressed me about Estêvão is that he was very constant. He kept making the right decisions. He was always available. He was ready. It was a demanding game. I think the coach today will look at this performance away from the physicality of the game. He's ready to come into the Premier League because he's got that concentration and that constant aspect of his performance.
Let's have a look at the goal, shall we, Daniel?
Yes, indeed. I mean, we're talking about positioning yourself in the right areas in that half space, and once he gets the moment, where he can go against this defender 1-on-1, you're thinking, okay, he wants to take the line. But to be able to manipulate in such a small space and then have the wherewithal to bring it onto your left foot and then execute on your weaker foot is absolutely magical. It's that extra weave. It's like an extra touch here, and it's this one that creates the space for him. Guiding it away from the defender, and it's just a magnificent finish.
I mentioned Mbappe's stats there. I think, people tonight were hoping there was going to be an interesting kind of matchup in terms of their performances with Lamine Yamal, but he was kept quiet by Cucurella. We'll talk about that. What will it take, do you think, for him to kind of get himself up into those conversations of being one of the very best? Or for you, is he already being talked about in those terms?
Well, I think he's right to give him a little bit of space to keep growing. I think he's doing very well, but he has a lot of ground to cover, in my opinion. I think the more he will play, the more physically he's going to be stronger, and he will read the game better. So all those things that they come with experience, and I think that he's promising to become very good.
And Wayne the Way. We've got a lot to talk about alongside Daniel, Roberto, Wayne and Gianfranco. Wayne, let's get straight into the goal when it eventually came after those two disallowed goals. A tight call.
Yeah, it was a tight call, and initially I thought it was offside. But fully deserved. Chelsea have been excellent, and Cucurella as well has been excellent in a very well worked corner. You see here, Cucurella taking onto his right foot, a good ball across the box. Neto unlucky, and Koundé unlucky as well. Scored the own goal, but well deserved. Chelsea have been on top. The energy they've played with has been excellent. This looks offside, but
they got the decision correct. Chelsea absolutely buzzing with that.
Yeah, and having had two goals disallowed and chances as well coming from exploiting the high line of Barcelona, they will have felt that was justified. And then at the end of the half, Daniel, there you go. It was a coming together with Cucurella, who features in so much of this game.
Just rash, wasn't it? Naughty stuff. You're on a yellow card. You know what time it is. Be more, aware of the situation, and so it's a simple red card.
Yep, 2 yellows and he's off. And Roberto Cucurella again involved in something you really want to look at, the way he's kept Lamine Yamal quiet.
We mentioned the 2 points. How are you going to use the high line of Barcelona? Would that be the focus of your attacking patterns, which has been constantly? And then how are you going to stop Lamine Yamal? Watch here, 2 players that they know each other really, really well. He tries to show him always outside, and then he's quick and he reacts quickly. Look at here, he wants to let him know that he's going to be around him. He's going to have no time. He needs to play one time, first time they win the ball back. Again, look at the intensity. The moment that the ball is played, he's going to be aggressive and he's going to win the ball back. That's almost constantly been at Lamine Yamal, and this is the key. When they get in the final third, look at the position of Cucurella. He's showing him inside where Caicedo. He creates a 2v1. The moment that he decides to go on the outside, he knows he's quick, sharp, and he can cope with him. So far, it's just kept him.
You wouldn't have thought ahead of this that we'd have to go back to 6 minutes into the game to show you Barcelona's best opportunity, and what a miss it was from Ferran Torres.
Yeah, it was a big miss. It's probably the only time where the high press of Barcelona got the ball back and create a chance. You can see here the pressing here, putting a little bit of intensity in the pressing, then a good ball to Ferran. And it's very, very rare we see Ferran missing a chance like that. Honestly, huge chance.
Yeah, and not much else after that in terms of attacking threat from a team that is loaded with attacking threats. But actually, Dan's just kind of like pointed behind my head over there. And a question I was going to ask you, do you think we'll see Marcus Rashford tonight? Will we see him out there warming up right now?
He's warming up now. He's looked like he's getting ready to come on potentially immediately. And he'll be thirsty to make a difference, make an impact on this. It's a big stage. Barcelona have been off the pace in terms of the attack. He needs to be the spark. That's his job tonight. And we look forward to seeing him come on and express himself.
In the second half, though, Roberto, same again for Chelsea. You know, this is them 45 minutes away from a famous win.
It is, totally. And obviously, one aspect that we mentioned, the set plays, is such a big difference. A Premier League side playing against a European side, the set play is a big moment in any game of that nature. Every time that Chelsea arrive in that final third, they look like more powerful, better prepared, and they look like threatening in those cases.
Yeah,